Welcome back, and thanks for joining me on your journey to becoming a great change leader. I hope the book is teaching you some new tools that will help you in your career growth and in building some strong skills that will make you a better leader. And thanks for watching these videos at the end of each part. I hope it's a way for you to make a connection with me that will help you have a better framework and a point of reference when you're reading through the book. You just finished part 4, where we discussed the change curve. And while the concept of the curve may not have been new to you, hopefully it showed you, number one, that change is emotional. And number two, that you, as the leader, have a role to play in leading people through the curve and onto acceptance. Without that leadership, some employees may wander in the depths of the danger zone longer than they need to, and some may never recover, resulting in resignation because they feel lost, or in their termination because they never adapted to the new state. Remember, while the change curve on paper looks linear, meaning that it looks like a path that employees will follow from denial to acceptance in a consecutive kind of manner, the truth is that the curve is very fluid. Employees react to change in their own way, and some may jump around the curve, making stops at each of the 4 emotional stages in various random patterns. Some may skip steps altogether, and some may get bogged down in one stage and never move from that stage. They may land on any of the stages more than once before moving on to acceptance. And remember, acceptance doesn't necessarily mean that they, quote unquote, see the light and are now bought into the change and are happily on board. Sometimes acceptance means that they have accepted that this is the direction that your company is headed, and that they accept the fact that this is not really what they signed up for. So they choose to move on to another opportunity. And you know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. Ultimately, what you want for them is the best. You want the best for your employee and for your organization. And holding on to someone who doesn't fit the culture isn't good for either of you. The change curve is a great tool to help you identify where each employee is emotionally so that you can create a unique plan to guide them through the curve as quickly as possible. Many of the leaders I have made this presentation to have printed it out, laminated it, and hung it in their workspace somewhere visible as a constant reminder that one of their jobs as a leader is to guide their employees through emotional times. If you would like to do that, there is a link and a QR code in part 4 that will take you to a downloadable change curve that you can print for yourself. So now we move on to part 5 and discuss the traits of a great change leader. These traits are just some of the characteristics that set great change leaders apart from everyone else. As you read through this section, ask yourself, which of these traits do I have currently? And which traits do I need to work on? Document your answers in the exercise at the end of each chapter and on the downloadable spreadsheet that you can find a link and QR code for at the end of the book. We'll meet back here when you're done, so come prepared. See you then.